like a crackhead.
You're a fucking dick.
Hey, welcome. Am I starting?
Aye,
Have
go
we
for
started,
it.
we started now?
No, go for
I guess we have.
What about room tone? Is that
Done
we were in the middle of doing that
when you started
slurping
slurping your
tea.
coffee. That's why I called you.
Oh,
A fucking
that's
dick.
the
I'll maybe just leave
background
it in.
the background noise throughout the whole thing.
All you get is, I'm a crackhead. I'm like a crackhead. Is that what's started?
Here's my pipe. Hey folks, welcome to Something About Haggis podcast. This is episode fuck knows.
26.
Every day's the same. We're Deek, Hog and Banjo.
That was actually better than most of your openings.
Hey.
If I actually
And
cut
closes.
it out, like
Aye.
the first bit, I'm not got it though. So it'll
Sound?
still be shit.
That's not.
Banjo's finally put his phone down for this
I'm
recording.
fucking
His
like,
phone's been
I'm
turned
Half
off
a
him.
year, 6 months worth of fucking episodes, and Banjo's finally not sitting with his phone in
I'm
his hand.
feeling tense.
You're looking tense.
I don't like
He's
it.
got an edge.
Yeah.
You the fun night?
I can't talk about it. I can't. There's too many things that could fuck me over.
Oh no, you definitely can't talk about certain parts of it.
No, didn't.
I don't think I could talk about
Let's move on very quickly
Okay.
from that question. So how have you been anyway? How's the ankle getting on, son?
Ankle's good, man. Like,
Right.
the recovery's fucking unreal. Yeah.
Getting your
Them
physio and
steroids
that.
helping it.
Playing on it a wee bit at work, but it's alright. No, it's fucking... I can walk nae bother. I can get up steps now, nae bother. It's just the
Sound
running.
like a fucking old man.
It's
I'm struggling with the steps and that, but Ken,
it's
cold weather. Really doesn't
really
help us.
get straight to your joints. That
no, it's fucking. I'm just give me a couple of days and I'll be running. Aye.
Then it'll snap.
Aye.
doubt.
Don't.
You weren't running before it fucking broke.
I was right. I was. I spoke to the army about it.
Did you tell them what happened?
No,
What did you say?
no, because I see I can't even talk about certain things because obviously what it is and what.
So wait, what did you actually tell the army then? That you had fucked your ankle?
Aye, fuck my foot.
Right.
But I think they took it as fuck my ankle
Probably.
because it's a sprain. Quotation marks. So tell them I was training.
I'm quite surprised he came on quotation marks. Were.
So
No, it's just like misogynistic again. He doesn't actually come with the word. He just hopes he's using
Just
it right.
throwing it in there and hoping that it fits.
Quotation mark. No, so but the problem, the thing is, what could fuck me up is because my last medical off them was in August. They could ask for another one before I go. If they do, I'm fucked.
I imagine they will.
They will.
I mean, if you're talking, 9 months?
But they're got to do a medical when I get in there.
Aye,
Hence, like with the drug test and
aye.
a medical and shit.
That's in May. So you got, what, 2 months?
Aye. So I'll be fine then. But if they look at my record, it's got to come up. They're got to be like, oh, you've got a sprain. Let's give it another 3 months. What's it called?
Rest period.
No, they're got to tell me to hold off.
Defer.
Aye, defer. That's the
Deferral.
word. If they do that, even if they say, oh, defer for a month, I'm going to be waiting another year to be fucking... Well, I don't know, because I've already got that spot, so I'm already...
In.
Aye, and
Well, not technically. I don't
Aye.
think you're in until
No,
you
right.
sign
I need to-
the
aye.
Say
contract.
I've already got that spot.
Yeah,
I
aye.
assume you mean position
Yeah.
held in the army. I thought you meant like I've got that spot that they didn't care about.
No, that's
Aye,
it.
you're not, because that's what Campbell was saying, wasn't it? You're not
Aye.
actually in
Until I sign
you
the
sign the
bit
bit of
of
paper.
Cause that's what, because I kept saying, like, do I need to shave for this interview? Or they're like, no, you don't have to do fuck all until you sign that bit of paper.
Aye.
So I'm just hoping they didn't put that up. And if not, I'll be fine. I'm not looking forward for the miles and miles runs. And then we'll see how my foot gives in then. But I'm sure I'll be fine.
Doubt. Anyway.
I'm skeptical at best.
Start sabotaging other folk just so I'm not on the back.
Banjo starts beating all of them fuck it with a baseball bat.
Just like tripping folk up on the way up the hill. Your ankle again, son.
Banjo can't stand too.
No, so I'm fucking good, man.
You're not worried about the pandemic we're in right now?
Oh, mate.
Did you listen to
I was just at the
JRE
fucking co-op.
podcast?
I was just at the fucking co-op. And I was like stood at the kiosk like waiting. I'd like usually read the wee notices and that.
Yeah.
Say, okay. Yeah, another we're restricting purchasing of toilet roll, hand sanitizer,
Aye.
antibac soap to 3 per person because folk are apparently taking the
Why?
piss.
Aye.
Did you listen to that JRE podcast?
Folk are kicking the fucking cunt at it.
Aye. Like Sibo was saying, he went up to Tesco's the other day and he just walked up the pasta hill, nae pasta.
Aye.
So folk are just
dry
panic
pasta.
buying fucking
tin-
long, like
Anything with a long life.
Aye, long life goods. They're panic buying it. I'm like,
Aye.
mate,
We've never had UHT milk sell so fast in that fucking bit.
aye, it's fucking mental.
But these face masks and
Can you
fucking...
Did anything.
Put your mic down.
Is that...
Talking to the top of it.
Aye.
How do you
Is
not
it
ken this
actual
by now?
angled? I thought it
Aye.
was just general in it. Like, if I talk in the back here...
Aye, no, it's quiet.
No, look, you can see the bar in the front. Like the bar on the right.
Aye.
Oh,
That's
right.
Ian.
Oh, I see it. Fucking hell.
Look
'cause
at
the
you
type of
being able
mic
to be
there.
heard now.
So is it this bit and not the top?
Kind of top-ish.
Well, they should have
How,
a...
how
should
are
have
we
an arrow.
26 weeks in?
They should have an arrow where this mic is loudest. Like,
No, it's because of the type of mic it is. If it was a condenser mic, you could do it anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, you could be like here and you.
is that the metal yin?
Aye.
I like them. I'm gonna
Well,
get you
they're
them for
expensive
myself.
and they're not really what we need.
Oh, is it not?
No.
Oh, no.
Anyway,
What
The
was
only
it
time
saying?
I think the
Coronavirus.
only time a condenser mic would be handy is if we had like a few folk here, because we've only got 3 mics in it. It
Yeah.
saves like sharing a mic,
aye.
but
Like it was a bit of a hassle with Campbell here
Aye.
because we were
just
switching
kind of
all the
swinging
time.
mics back and forward
Aye.
to each other in that.
It'd be, if we were going to do like the Kev keeps getting at us for doing the fight companions and shit,
Yeah.
and if we were going to do that, it'd be better to have like 1 or 2 condenser mics set up.
Yeah.
Just nobody actually like talking directly into it, just having
Aye.
for like grabbing the whole room. But that's a
I
different
know.
thing.
It'd be great because you get halfway through the night and you hear Ben like
Aye.
sniffing away at the mic, like wondering what the fuck is sitting in his
I do
living
that
room.
all the time, to be fair. I can't get on with sniffing these mics.
Right. Anyway, the coronavirus.
So the
right?
coronavirus.
Aye, so, no, I don't know. It's got to happen. It's got to happen.
Oh, it definitely is.
Well,
They've cancelled so much shit.
Well, the
But-
guy in GRE was saying it's like
Oh.
best estimate, it's got to be like at least another 6 months.
Aye.
So I don't know what the fuck's
Aye.
got to be left in shops.
Aye, so
in
there's
that
no
time.
point cancelling fucking football games and shit.
They've
'cause
already started, mate.
But how long have they got to
started.
do that
All,
for?
uh,
Have they got to do that for fucking another 6 months?
Well,
Aye.
all of Serie
Might
A.
have to.
So the Italian like Premier League, the Italian version of the Premier League, Serie A, they've cancelled all games for a month. Like a lot of the European games, there was European games Tuesday night, last night, and tonight. 2 of the games tonight have been cancelled, and a lot of them are getting played behind closed doors. Like
Right.
just essential staff only kind of thing to get the bit running. The
Oh.
players and that, the players aren't even doing handshakes and shit like that because a Juventus player has got it. The owner of Olympiacos has got it, and Olympiacos played Arsenal, so all the Arsenal players, well, a bunch of Arsenal players got self-isolated for a bunch of time. Like, that cancelled. City were supposed to play Arsenal last night.
Is it not the
That
health
got
secretary
cancelled.
for the UK's got it?
Got it, aye.
Aye.
Health minister's got it.
That's the one.
Aye.
Health minister.
There's a lot.
Class.
Tom Hanks, him and his missus have got it.
Deed.
Mate, 63. Some guy.
Hey.
Rip.
aye. So,
Eh?
he's not dead.
No, it's not actually deed.
But some
right.
guy on Facebook posted that Tom Hanks, well, it was like Lad Bible or something. Tom Hanks has got it, and then
I
the
don't
top
trust that
comment was
shit,
something like, "People under 50, it's got a mortality rate for people under 50 of like 99.7% of people survive it or some shit like
Yeah.
that. Like it's only 0.03% that actually die from it." The next comment was, "Tom Hanks is 63," and you're like,
Rip.
"You fucking idiot." You know what I mean? Like Tom Hanks will be fine. Like let's
Aye.
not panic.
Well, a lot of folk, they're saying about like
Tom
shutting
Hanks and
schools and
his missus.
stuff, but apparently it's not actually that dangerous to kids. Like
No,
even
it's
in,
old
even in
people.
China, it's only like is it less than 0.2% or
Aye.
under the age of 19?
Aye.
Because it's the same way a lot of the time with the flu. Like
Yeah.
it just doesn't affect kids.
It's
It only really affects their parents, and they
Aye.
don't know why.
people with respiratory illnesses and shit like that are
Aye.
getting fucked.
Smokers.
With it, but, aye.
Mm.
Fat folk.
But I can't believe you just scratched his back like that.
Well,
Oh, that was good.
it's
Man.
got to help a pal out in that. He's not getting my Wi-Fi. That's the least I can do.
Oh.
Plus, there's a jumper between my skin and his, so that's
Mhm.
all right. I can live with that.
I came in this jumper last night. No, I'm joking. Came in. Well, I can't even say what I've been up to because it's been so good.
What else you been up to?
Nothing.
Nothing. That's all he's done.
That's all.
He's
I
just
wanted
been
to do.
messaging all these different messages.
Because I got to be careful because I said I was going to show this last of the pod. Oh, I can't.
You can't know.
You can't show the podcast now.
I mean, we've got what 26 episodes. Of
Just
you
tell-
just been like, oh, so short. Because you just tell lassie things like, oh, I've only slept with 2 folk, and then their guy listening to the podcast and realise that that's complete horseshit.
It's all the same girls.
It's just the same
It's
girl.
the same lassie 26 times.
I'm actually in a marriage committed relationship.
Came in my hand. I fucking did this. No, I don't know, man. I've just see when you feel like the walls are kind of closing in because it's getting closer to that time. It's that.
What the fuck do you mean?
It means like
His luck's about to run out, and these lasses are going to get him one night and kick the living fuck out of him.
nah.
Can they're
Film
going to
it.
do?
Film
They're
it.
going to
We'll put it on the
castrate you.
channel. Film it, and we'll put it on the channel.
no.
Aye, send us the
No,
video
it's fucking-
and the audio.
Right. I don't know. Like, see when I'm single and that, and I'm like, I'll be like, I'll never really.
You're single right now.
Well,
Do you feel like
aye,
you're
exactly?
like, do you feel like you're getting on a bit and you need to settle down now?
No, I fucking.
How
no,
old are you? 23?
No, like when I'm single and I'm not messaging folk, and then
Never
like,
once in your life has that ever happened. When did mobile phones come out?
Aye, they're maybe not messaging
You know,
back, but
I
you're
was
definitely
talking to
trying
this
to
about the
message
pal.
them.
I took this lassie to the beach at like 2 a.m. last week or whatever, and
Why?
I don't know.
Because that's the kind of thing junkies do.
No, it was nice, but
It was
we-
nice at 2 in the
we were
morning in
talking.
February.
like
Like what?
we were the first generation to like obviously get phone like proper phones and that,
Mm-hmm.
and
Here
so
we
we
go.
were the
How
first.
old are you? Just
24.
right.
So we were the first kind of generation to send nudes. Like, about boop, take a wee naked picture of myself and then send it out to the world.
No, they used to just do it with a Polaroid camera.
Aye.
You'd take your own nudes.
Do you remember?
They used to make like home
they
films and
shake
stuff
it,
well
aye.
before you had that.
Oh, do you remember having a what do you call it? Remember you got the little Kodak fucking cameras and you had to take it to the
Aye.
post office to get it
Aye, you
developed?
wind it.
Aye, the instant cameras. Aye.
Folks still get them for weddings and that.
Yeah.
Folks still get them for weddings and stuff.
Why though?
Because then you give the couple like the camera at the end of the night.
Sorry,
You put them
lads.
on a big
I
bag.
don't know what's happening on my phone.
You put all the cameras in a bag at the end of the night, and then they get them developed, and then they can just look through all the photos themselves.
I take dick pics with them because they don't know until it's printed out. Take a picture of my butthole and stuff with like a wine bottle in it. Shit like that. But
Just a
aye.
wine bottle hanging out your ass. It's like, congrats to the happy couple.
The fat end, like, and then I'm pouring some champagne with a fucking just at my arsehole.
Breaking news: Republic of Ireland closed schools amid coronavirus concerns. Schools
See, it's
and
weird
colleges.
because there's no point.
But this
Everybody's
is what
gotta
that
get
guy
it.
was
Well,
saying last
apparently-
night that if they decide to shut all the schools and stuff, like with nurses and doctors and shit, they're going to need somebody to look after their ways.
Aye, they need
then
childcare.
That's
Aye.
got to take them out of work. So then that's got to.
Well, they're closing a lot of bits anyway because I think who was it? James's mum last night when she was getting us left back for work, she was like they're closing like nursing homes to visitors and shit like that.
Aye.
Like you just like I think Carlin work was getting shut the day to visitors.
Aye, there's like staff and
The
obviously
the hospital and
residents.
CD,
only.
they're like, if you got coronavirus, do
Didn't
not
come in.
here.
Aye,
Didn't
no,
come
if
in
you
yet.
have
'cause
it,
It's,
you
off,
didn't
well, it's,
go.
it's full of alt folk, man. You're
Aye.
fucking
Guy killed them all.
aye.
You self isolate. But anyway,
I've got this guy at work, man, and he coughs on folk. Like if I'm
I done that the other day, a boy at work.
like,
We were talking about coronavirus. I was like, "Hey, Jock, what? You're not that dirty bastard!" I didn't fucking have it, dick.
no, but he doesn't talk like me your way. He talks like this, and he'll have a conversation.
Like when licking distance.
Aye, like aye. I
Tongues
could
could
literally
touch.
aye, and then he'll just go on like what even think like mid sentence, and I'm like,
Not stick heeding them.
like what? Oh man, you should.
I wouldn't
see
be
him.
standing
no,
that close.
no,
to,
I'm
if
not
somebody
joking.
got that close to
Massive,
me to have a
massive.
conversation,
Fuck them.
He's,
Stick the heeding them and then hoof them in the bars
Stab wounds
for
and
being a
shit,
dirty
man. He
bastard.
used to be in a fucking Romanian mafia.
Well, he's a dirty chatty bastard.
He's the same cunt what microwaves fish in the canteen and that on breaks.
He wants to take his toaster
he
for
wants
a
to
bath.
get a job somewhere else.
FaceTimes his
Take
missus.
take his fucking toaster for a bath. That's what he's
Yeah.
wanted to do. Away and fuck off, you dirty cunt.
Yeah. But
Coughing
no,
in folks'
Who the
faces
fuck
and that.
stands that close to somebody?
Oh, no, I've got a bubble room there, and I
Aye.
didn't like when folk are in it.
Yeah, no, fucking even like walking past, like if he walk past you, he has to be like grind you on the way past. It's weird.
Trevor, whatever your name is,
Sorry,
stop it.
Sort your life.
Get a
out, son.
get a fucking grip, mate.
But nah, fucking.
This is why you're single.
He's married.
Well, this is why.
This is why your wife
does.
doesn't like you.
That's why your wife shagging your neighbour. Hen.
Ken.
I've got
So
That's why
she's-
Banjo shagging your wife, Trev.
No,
Trev.
Aye.
Fuck you, Trev. Now,
his wife used to be an Olympian, so she's like Miss Trunchbull.
Let's not go down that road. So, somewhat of that, man. But
Stop microwaving fish and coughing in folks' mouths. It's not on.
No need for it.
He FaceTimes his wife in the canteen too, and everyone. I'm like, man,
That's
it's-
ignorant.
and he speaks loud as fuck, like just normally loud as fuck.
How has nobody threw someone at him yet? I would.
Because Banjo's too polite.
No, fuck that. I'd be telling him to fuck right off.
I have before, and
It's like
he looks at you like he just doesn't.
like you're being
he
the
doesn't-
arsehole.
No, like he just doesn't get. He's like, what?
See, if I'm sitting on my break, I've seen like the area managers works at a CD co-op, and he'll wander in like on the phone to make a coffee and that, and I'm sitting watching like videos on YouTube or whatever, and it's loud as fuck because I'm like, I'm on my break, mate.
Aye.
And he just kind of looks at me as if like, guy, turn that down, and I'm like, no, you came into the fucking communal area. If you want to make a phone call, do it in your fucking office. Fuck you. I'm enjoying my fucking break. Get the fuck.
See, last night, this guy flew across the water because like there was a bunch of noise. The fans is fucked. It got fixed, but it's way louder than it should be. So the guy came across. He was complaining about the noise. I was sitting in the canteen. He walked into the canteen, and there was me, Adam, and Kyle. And the guy's like, "Who do I speak to about these fans?" I just totally blanked him. I was like, "I'm on my team, mate. I didn't get paid.
Aye, it's not
I
my
didn't get
problem.
paid to deal with folk right now. Fuck that."
No,
So
I
Adam
wouldn't.
went and sorted it out. But no, it was my fan that was loud as fuck.
See, when you're at work, act your fucking wage.
Aye.
I'm not paid to be fucking.
I'm on my tee, mate.
Well, I was going to say I'm not paid
Aye.
to be a supervisor, but I am.
I'm not.
Like, if I wasn't,
I'll run about and like do things and that if the lorry needs loaded and shit,
No,
even though it's
no,
not really my job.
not
I
my
can't do it.
job.
The minute I'm on my break, like if it's 2 minutes towards my break, fuck yous, like I'm away. Like I'm not. Don't even talk to me, man. I don't. And see, it annoys me. See, before I start, like, Ken.
that's a really bad attitude to have, isn't it? Like, on my break, mate, it's not my problem.
Well, it's not.
No, it's
Get what
not,
I
man.
mean?
You didn't get paid. Your time's
See,
not free.
The thing is, right? See if
There's a reason they're paid me what they are.
See if
And
other
I'm not getting paid that much, I'm not doing it.
well, see if other folk done it.
Mm.
Like, because I was like, if other folk were to like help out when they were on their break and shit, if you're like, can you grab that for
I
me
still
like 2
wouldn't do it.
seconds?
That's
Then-
their decision.
Then like I'm like, no, that's different. That's sound. Then I would do it because other folk were doing it.
No.
But I'm like, didn't expect me to do shit on my break when the other cunt does.
No.
Everybody
I
else
still
is just
wouldn't.
headset off and they're dead to the fucking world
See, I still
for the
wouldn't.
next 15, 20 or 30
Here's a
minutes,
question
like.
for
It was
these,
the
right?
same. Here, wait. Just as we're on that, it was the same when I was working at Sainsbury's. Right. I was on night shift and online shopping would come in at like 6 in the. We were supposed to finish at like 8, but a lot of the time we got everything done. So you would just be like, we're waiting on bread and then we're going home. So often we'd go home at like 7, half 7 after the bread came in.
Aye.
And yin morning online was like well far behind. They were like, oh, okay. And we were all stood about doing fuck all, just waiting on bread coming in. And this online manager comes up to me, like, all of us. Like, we were walking to get, the bread's here, cool. Like, we're walking through to go and get the bread. And she's like, guys, could I just stop you for a minute? And I was like, nah. I just walked right past her.
No.
Like, literally, just walked right past her. I was like, bread's coming in, I'm doing that. And she asked everybody else, Ken, we're short online, would you mind helping out and stuff like that? Maybe staying a bit late. And like a couple of folk did. And I was
Aye.
like, fair enough. And then my night shift manager came up to me and he's like, aye, Ken, the online manager's wondering if you want to like help the online and that. And I was like, no. And he's like, well, Ken, and it'd be good for the store and that. I was like, it's not the point, Alan. The point is, see if when we're fucked, she doesn't help us. This is the first time ever that she's needed our help. And every time that we've asked for her help or just been like, oh, could you like maybe not go down this aisle and well, we get it sorted out or that, she's like, fuck you. So no, I'm not helping her. She can fuck off. Even if I'm stood doing nothing.
Aye.
If she was stood doing nothing, she wouldn't help me. So I'm not fucking helping her.
Aye.
That's the attitude I have. I'm like, fuck you.
Aye, it's like it's like teamwork's not just like coming for me.
Aye.
I need
Yeah.
that back.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
It's a two-way street.
Aye.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, and I was like, well, fair enough. And I was like, they can help. I'll do the bread myself. I don't give a fuck, but I'm not helping her. She's a bitch.
I like the attitude that you had with Kenny. There was that wee boy that was like, I think Kenny's stoned.
Aye.
And he just went, he is. And he's done twice the work you have, so what
Aye.
the fuck's your excuse? Excellent.
See, right, we get paid in half an hour intervals. I think it's 15 minutes for you at GBN.
We get 15 minutes.
Right, well, ours is half an hour. And say you're 2 minutes late,
Mm-hmm.
you don't get paid for that half an hour.
That's
Aye.
illegal.
Okay, I mean, well,
No, that's what happens at
Aye.
GBM.
They're not meant to do that.
Well, tell GBM. What do you want me to do?
See if I was 2 minutes late and they're like, you're not getting paid for the next half hour, I'll see you in 28 minutes then.
well, that's
That's
it.
what
Well,
happens.
this is where my question is. Would you just go in and be like, oh, fuck, I was late, I better make this up, like,
No.
and go in and work?
No.
Nah. I sat in my car and folk are like, what are you doing? I was like, well, I'm late, I'm not getting paid. And they're like, aye, but you were late, Ken. You kind of got to, because you've still got to make up that half an hour at the end of your shift or
No,
throughout the
didn't.
week.
Well, didn't he?
Aye, but if
I care I'm supposed to.
if you want if you want to
Mate,
make
I
up
was
your rules,
off last Wednesday and late on Friday. I just lost 6 hours. Come on, I mean.
but like I was like, I'm not coming in here to work for fucking free
Right.
and then having to work another half hour. Like my time's not free. Get what I mean? I'm gonna sit in this
I know.
car.
Like, if I was 2 minutes late and then went in and I wasn't getting paid for that half hour,
Aye.
I wouldn't be making that half hour back up at the end. I'd do the extra 2 minutes at the end of my shift.
Aye.
And then be
I
like,
know,
my hours are made up.
That can't
I've done the
work, but
amount of fucking
'Cause
hours that I was
I've
supposed
did that
to.
before. I've came in on time, forgot to clock in, went up and seen like the boss man, and then I was like, oh fuck, I forgot to clock in. So I've ran down, clocked in. It was like 2 minutes past,
Aye.
and then worked throughout that half an hour because I was like, I was here anyway. I explained to the boss what happened and that, and he was like, oh, that's fine, I'll get sorted and stuff. And even at the end of the shift, I stayed on another like 15 minutes just to kind of be like, I've totally covered my bases here. Still never got paid. I was like, come on.
Aye, fuck that.
And then when I put them up about it, they're like, aye, nah, you were still late. I was like, well,
Nah, shite. Fuck you.
Aye.
but nah.
Quite often,
To be
I'm late
fair,
and just
they
didn't
are
make it
pretty
up,
good
so I
to
just
us,
didn't
like.
clock in.
Yeah.
I can. I'm not going to make it up. I'm just like, fuck it.
I
I'm
need
an
to-
hour late. I'm an hour late. What
I
you
missed
gotta
the
do?
whole shift on Monday there because my fucking fit, so I'm going to have to make up this hour.
See if I day in an hour what everybody else seems to be taking 2.5 to do.
Aye.
Fuck you.
That's what pisses me
I'll
off.
have them 2 minutes
Aye.
for myself, thanks.
Oh, didn't get me wrong, I've sat in the toilet for fucking... I was working
I
at
fell
the
asleep
day.
in the toilet your night and back shift. I was like, I fucked. And, like in the disabled toilets, there's like a. Was it disabled or it was like baby changing or something? But I had like a big counter.
Did you
And,
spit the counter down
like,
and just cuddled
no,
up? Oh,
legit,
sorry, it
no,
was an accident.
It wasn't like getting you put down. It was like actual fucking counter with
Aye.
like, a sink of that in it. I would just sit there and like sit on my phone for like half an hour. I fell asleep at night. I was like, oh shit.
Well bad.
Like
We had to
2
put
hours
in that
later, I
night
came
shift,
out.
man.
Came out 2 hours later, and I was like, "You alright?" I was like, "I fell asleep, mate. Sorry." He's like, "That's fine. Don't worry about it."
You're not the first shit that happens to.
I did it on the forklift one day. Like, I
Fell
was,
asleep on the
seems
forklift.
safe.
no, like I picked up
Pass me
a
that
track
juice then.
and I took it to the paint line and I
Thanks,
stuck
babe.
it down and I put the handbrake on in the forklift, turned it off.
Conked
And
out.
I just sat there for like 2 minutes and then I literally woke up half an hour later.
Just
And
gazing
like,
into
they're
the
still
abyss.
walking past me and I was just like, and I was like, what the fuck? And like, they couldn't say anything of that. I was like, oh well, man. But the,
I'm shocked you to drive the fucking
the
forklift.
camera faces you. Like the camera would have just seen me just on for half an hour. But nah, man. The work's really good to us in that. Like, I'm totally
Must be
totally
nice.
sacked, man, if they hear this. But oh well.
There's some of them at work here. Listen to this, isn't there?
Most of them have left. I think.
What, left working there or left
Left
the podcast?
working there.
Oh.
Bri still listens to it. He listens to it every week, man. Shout out to you, Bri.
What about Fanny?
Fanny, nah, fuck. He doesn't listen to it. His wee pals did, but he left. Ken that boy I went for a coffee with when I got stood
Aye,
up for that
aye.
date. He listens to it and that, like.
Shout out, mate. Coffee, man. Can't
Waza.
remember your name.
Waza. Aye. I don't know about night shift. Don't know if night shift still listen to it and that, but
No, that's kind of wheel.
the amount of
Spotify
messages
seems to
lately
be the
though,
voice.
like the amount of messages folk are like, oh, listen to it and that. Like, oh, nice one, cheers.
How do
I think
people?
Spotify's the most popular one.
I think it is. When we
Yeah.
were out on Saturday night, a couple of folk came up and were like, oh, I kind of listen to that. Like Ria listens and Hannah listens as well in France. And I
Who
like,
was
"Oh,
that
wow."
fit lassie?
Who?
Hannah McKenna and Ria Curry. They were in my year at the school.
Oh,
When we used to go up to Ria's parties. Aye.
thingy. Hannah does snowboard, didn't
Aye.
they, right?
Well, aye, because we were talking
Or some
about
sort of
Ria was like, oh, listen to the podcast and that. And I was like, oh, fuck, aye. And I was like, how Hannah and that getting on? And they were like, oh, I know, they listen to. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Nah.
Who
Nice.
was the tidy blonde lassie?
What, on Saturday night? Your
Aye.
guy, I didn't ken. I wasn't speaking to a blonde, was I?
Mine we were
That's-
just walking
that's
into the
Mo.
Imperial.
That's Mo.
That's Mo. She's a fucking gem.
She's a dime piece, her. But,
Have you ever met her husband, Big Tam?
No.
Like, that cunt's got fucking hands like chairs. I'm
Uh,
not even fucking
I'd
joking.
kill
They're
you.
Mo was
fucking
saying that
huge.
she loved my wee Christmas picture and that. Like, I was like,
Oh,
I'll bring you in a wee print out of it. But no, fucking.
what, on Saturday night?
Aye, at the Imperial, we just got there, and you're like, oh, hey, how are you getting on?
I don't
It
know.
was Ria I was speaking
Oh,
to.
was it?
She wasn't, no, she's not blonde.
She's not blonde.
Aye, she was.
No, she's not. She's got blonde streaks in her hair.
That's probably what I seen.
It was that blurry. I thought she just had blonde hair.
Shit, like when you say blonde, I'm expecting like Emma, like blonde hair.
Aye. When you say she's blonde, I assume she had blonde hair. No, bits of blonde in her brown hair. You fucking.
I was drunk. Leave me alone.
You're a fucking idiot, man.
No, she was tidy. She listened.
Alright, that's who we're talking about.
Right.
Rhea.
That's how we were talking.
Jesus, man.
Oh, nice one.
You fucking lunatic.
I was going to try and chat her up, and I was like, pretty sure she listened. I was like, I better not even talk to her.
I pointed you to her.
She
I'm
could
pretty sure
floor
she
you,
said, he's a fucking dick.
Because they'll play rugby in that. Rhea plays rugby.
Rhea fucked her ACL.
She'd annihilate you, man.
There's a lassie with boxing, the big brunette, big Italian. Taller than me.
Now, is this a
taller
brunette?
than you?
Is this a brunette or is this some
redhead?
Redhead.
Was that just mine?
No.
Right. Who are you talking about? She's tall, some lassie taller
She was way a brunette.
When?
That night. Because she was like, she could fuck you up. I was like, probably could. But
was this when you were in Sam's?
Was it the rugby lassies that were it?
Aye.
Rhea was it. I never went any Sam's. I was in the Imperial.
Oh, right.
I don't know.
Rhea's pal.
I never went
She was
through.
like, she does boxing and that. I was like, oh, nice one.
I was going to say if it was the rugby lasses, it could have been Sammy, who's blonde.
Oh, no, it was a brunette.
But Sammy's a fucking machine.
I don't know.
Sammy Durnan.
I can't.
But she was
follow
quite
her on
slim.
Instagram. She does a lot of workout stuff on
I don't
Instagram and that.
fuck
She's a fucking unit.
Banjo, any lassie could kick fuck out of you. Especially any lassie in the Sturtry rugby team.
Aye. Oh, 100%.
Fucking shout out to the Sirens. They're gade, man.
Killing the game, man.
I can't think of many times that I've seen them going, we fucked up the day, but Ken, it was close.
We'll come back. They're not like
I think it's only been like maybe the men's team. Shite.
No, I think they're top of the league and doing quite well.
Are they actually?
I think so.
I don't know. I seen Scuba the other day. He was heading to rugby practice. I was like, you're not going to look that fucking colour when you get home, because it was pissing it down. Like,
I think Kirsty put a photo up on our Facebook and it was Scuba just clobbered in fucking mud.
It was like pissing down and fucking, like, it was like proper fine rain and like windy and that. And he was like, can I roll a fag and you're doing that? And I was like, fire on, mate, aye.
No, you can't.
Roll these wee fag and then away to rugby. I think they won, though. I'm sure he did say they won.
I think they were top of the table at one point. I don't know. I could, like, folk tell me, I'm like, oh, cool. I'll pretend like I could.
I don't have any interest in any sport.
We've established
You watch
this.
UFC.
UFC, that's it.
That's mixed martial arts as a sport.
That's the only
that's
one.
It. Like, that's literally it.
What about esports?
No. I couldn't even tell you what that is. EA games.
It's in the game.
That's all I know, man.
Esports, it's games and stuff.
Aye.
Have you ever had? Well, no, you used to do what? Points karate.
Yeah, Blitz.
Got beat by Kieran Durham.
I was fucking 5 or something, man. Leave me alone.
Right, and so was Kieran.
Kieran's like 2 years older than me.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Kieran's maybe a year older than you. Kieran's younger than me, and I'm 26. So if you're 24, he'll be 25.
Aye.
Aye.
Fair enough.
Aye, so you get your heat kicked in by Kieran Durham. Not that I'm saying that Kit, but Kit, everybody's seen Kieran.
There's
not much about him.
Bit points.
I imagine he's quite good at the owl karate.
He's fucking
though.
a lot taller than me, man. I was like 3 feet.
He's got that. He's like
So
Wonder Boy. He's a wee bit like
Aye.
Wonder. He's got a lot of range.
He's got a lot of reach.
He's all arms and legs, as
In,
they say.
in fairness, most of the lassies team's taller than you, so
I had to fight a lassie in day, man. That was all. And I
Wait,
quit
what?
karate at this point. And
was he even at karate?
I was outside Scotland.
she started beef, man.
We were coming in cost cutters and she called me a midget, so I had to show it.
No, like, I was
hell.
at a fighting competition watching like my dad and my sister. And
Kick fuck at each other.
no, like they would all compete. Like dad's like a third dan, and I think Stacey got to a black belt.
What did you get?
I got
Skid
to
marks.
I got to a brown and white.
I got my brown belt.
Brown or brown to white. So I had like yin or 2 more to go. But no,
Doesn't
fucking so what was it?
Can't even beat Kevin. He can barely whack.
They never had enough folks, so they asked me to step in, and obviously everybody had their fucking gear on, and I was just in like joggers and shit. So I was like, "Aye, sound." And I quit for a couple of years at this point. So then I was coming in with like hooks and stuff. she was obviously like,
wait, what was it? What kind of
darting
fighting?
It's like blitz karate. Like.
Oh right.
So
are you allowed to punch in blitz karate?
aye.
Oh right.
So
You
like,
can't punch the face though, right?
you can, but it's Like,
You're not meant to, though.
Didn't he try and take their heat off? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, you're going for the win, mate.
Aye,
But he didn't win points credit by knockout. I think.
Knockout. I clearly have all the points. You know what I mean?
No, it was weird because like see when my dad was doing it, like my dad and my sister, like they would come in with like a fucking high kick and like folk would get heat kicked and it was awful.
Aye,
Like,
I've seen points credit. It's mad. I watched Wonder Boy do it.
Oh, it was awful. But when it was with her, like she would dart in, jab, and then like maybe like a front kick to the stomach and that. And I was coming in with like a hook and like
I just got the boxing stance.
like a big
Guard
haymaker.
up.
So the guy
Guard up, Bobby. Fucking
and
getting
better than that, like. But the dad came up to me after and was like, "Oh,
Saddle a bit.
do you do karate?" I was like, "Aye, I just not for a while now."
How old were you at this point?
It was last week.
Like 16, 17. The lassie was like 12. Spinning backfish, fucking knocked her out, but nah.
Won by half a
Grounding
point.
pound.
Throwing out like
Double leg.
you're not even allowed to hit them on the ground. Like you'll sweep them,
Aye.
and then when they're coming onto the ground, you can jab them. But that'd be it. Yeah. Aye. But it was mostly.
I'd love to see you do points karate again.
So you beat up a 12-year-old lassie, is that what you're saying?
Nah, I think she was the same age as me.
Doubt.
She was hurting me like fuck though, so I was getting like.
What, were you wearing pads or anything?
No, you didn't wear pads. No, you just gloves. So I was getting fucking bet, and I was like, I need to up my game here. Like, so I started hitting her a wee bit harder and a wee bit faster.
Well, I'm gonna have to start mixing this up a bit.
Fucking elbow and that, like, but nah.
But I just picture George sitting there like that's my son.
That's what came out of my
that's
testicles.
the fruit of my loin, and he's getting fucking
Is it
leathered
too
by a
late for an
12-year-old
abortion?
lassie.
I won like.
Just.
Is it too late for an abortion?
But,
That's what George is thinking.
We could just leave him here.
He won't be able to find his way home. He didn't leave the breadcrumbs like he usually does. The fool.
I wish I stuck with it though, man.
Oh, you should have.
See, karate's just katas and that though.
I often think I wish I'd stuck at a sport, and then I'm like, I really enjoyed going out and getting gassed when everybody else was training. So I'm alright with
You
it.
could be fighting for the women's strawweight title by now, man.
Okay.
I'm not even in that weight class, mate.
How heavy are
below
you?
that? You're bound to be below the
9
strawweight.
9 stone. What's that in
He's
pounds?
just got his own weight class. Nobody challenge
Atom
him.
weight.
I'm a fucking
Atom
champ
weight.
already.
Was it stone to pounds? 9 stone, you say?
My ideal weight's 70 kg, but
You're 126, so you're not strawweight. You'll be, was it featherweight?
Featherweight.
No,
no.
it's strawweight. What's 25 called again?
Featherweight was is featherweight not that
Featherweight's 45.
that
isn't it?
Australian champ?
I'll just tell you, mate.
Bro.
Strawweight, and then it's
Flyweight.
flyweight.
So who would it be against?
I don't know, mate. This is, wait a minute, let me look. Welterweight, light heavyweight.
Just Google weight classes.
I have flyweight's 25, bantamweight's.
I'm just warning.
Strawweight's
kilograms.
15, flyweight's 25, bantamweight's 35, featherweight's 45.
So he's a flyweight.
You'd be at a flyweight. If you were fighting lassies right now, you'd be fighting Valentina Shevchenko, and she would fucking kill you.
Holy fuck! Wait, what would be that in men's?
I don't think there is a flyweight
Alexander
for men's.
Volkanovski.
Aye, that's what I'm thinking. He's flyweight.
No, is he not?
There's no. Cejudo was flyweight.
You've no chance against Henry Cejudo.
But why does he look
DJ was
jacked?
flyweight as well. Like,
He'll be taller than me, and he's jacked, so that can't be right.
he cuts weight, mate.
Because he can't how to manage his weight.
I don't
So
know
really,
how
in the
tall
fight day, he'll be rocking.
Oh,
in
he'll
about
be
4
150.
150.
Aye.
and I'll be.
Henry Cejudo is 1.63 meters. I don't know what that is in feet.
America
and
needs to get with the fucking times and stop with this pounds and shit.
to.
I think it was President Carter that they had that tried to put the metric system into America, and they were all just like, "Not gonna be stupid. It makes no sense." And you're like, "How?"
They're all scared of it.
So Cejudo is 5'3".
Eh?
Aye.
Is he?
Oh, he's
I
taller
could
than you.
fuck him up.
No, you
taller
could
than you.
not fuck up.
I've got to
Sen
fuck up.
Henry Cejudo. Shut
I
the
could
fuck
him
up.
up.
He's the intergender champion, mate.
No, he's not. I would be what? 196 pounds. I'm in between two classes. I could make middleweight or light heavyweight, theoretically.
You should get swole.
If I got swole, I'd easily get 205. That's only what?
Who would you be fighting there? Like?
Watch out, John Jones.
John Jones and Reyes, mate. Fuck 'em up.
I would pay to see that, man.
Kev would have to fight fucking Stipe.
Fuck. Oh, I could easily make heavyweight, like, for sure.
Couple more of them.
I'm bigger than Jones, I'm not like taller.
He's like 6'4",
Yeah, he's like
right?
6'3",
6'4".
What's Stipe?
Stipe will be
A
big.
fucking unit.
Stipe is the champ. The baddest man on the fucking planet. I'm bigger than Jones. Jones is 193.
He's got long ass fucking arms though.
Aye. His reach is
They poke you in
84 and
the
a half
highway.
inches.
It's
I
like
don't know what
his
mine
arms are
is.
below his knees, man.
Mine
it's-
do you think mine will be about 84 and a
Nah,
half
it's-
inches?
Well, Jones just keeps his arms long and just kind of like accidentally pokes you in the
He
eye.
just keeps pushing you in the face like that.
Aye.
And just
You're
like, stay back.
You can't see what I'm
Stay
doing
back,
if you
stay
can't
back.
see me.
Try to play patty cakes with his fucking opponent.
Aye. I mean, it works, I guess.
No, Jones is a Jones. Stipe. I don't know. Stipe will not be as big as John.
He must be like 6'2".
Yeah.
I'm
Jones
gonna
was
say
193. Stipe is.
See, like everybody
Oh,
like, was
Stipe's
like,
193 as well. Stipe's the same height, apparently, according
Is
to
he?
Wikipedia.
well, I was gonna say everybody looks quite tall, but then you've like DC was like 5'8".
DC's not big.
He's fucking tiny.
DC's a wee stocky, like.
He's a wee stocky boy.
Aye.
Not like you. You're just
I'm
nothing.
5'8".
There's nothing to you.
See when I was
No, you're not.
I was at the hospital, the lassie was getting my crutch. She was like, "What height are you?" I was like, 5'8", 6 foot in Tinder. And she fucking man, she was crippled for that. Like she was fucking in hysterics.
5'8", but 6 foot in Tinder. Aye, but no, seriously, just give me a child.
I did.
Seriously, we didn't make crutches that small. We can give you some toothpicks and see how you get on.
But nah, fucking.
Just give him some of the like the walls lollipop sticks to get sell it on.
Here's a lolly for you, son. Not to eat, so you can get yourself out the door. Fucking hell.
Poor boy.
What's your thoughts on female condoms?
Have we not discussed this?
Not
previously?
female ones.
What do you mean?
What's your thoughts on it? Have you ever tried one?
No.
Nah.
I don't think I've ever seen one. I remember seeing one in school.
Yeah.
They brought them into like the sex ed class and they were like, "This is a condom and this is a female condom," and I'm like,
What is it,
"Alright."
just a balloon? I've never
It's
seen
weird. It's like,
It's got 2 rings in it, a big fatty in here and a thinny in here,
aye,
and it's just like a bin bag.
literally, it looks like
And
a see-through bin
yeah.
bag.
it.
Aye,
Aye.
You pinch it, you pinch the small end, and you put it up,
aye.
and then like feed it through basically. And
It's a fucking. From what I
Uh,
remember, it looked like a nightmare to apply correctly.
and then it's
Has any
just
lassies ever used this?
Let us care.
Shoot us a fucking email. I'm intrigued as fuck.
no.
I mean, I really didn't want to taint my search history anymore.
yours got a weird
Mate,
search
I'm getting
history.
some fucking strange suggestions as like in the adverts.
Aye.
Mate, ever since going on that fucking dildo
The
website.
flashlights.
Aye.
I still get them, man.
What about you? Do you like them? Do you hate them?
I've never tried
do you
them, but
think?
I'm gonna see if I can pick some up.
Femidoms
Trying.
are
Aye,
worn
femdoms.
inside the vagina during sex to prevent pregnancy. That's what it looks like there. It's weird as that's a shit picture. There.
That looks like someone in a potion set. That's
Weird,
weird.
like.
as
But
fuck.
that bottom bit hangs out. Like
Aye.
that's it right in.
Aye.
That wee middle part. That'll half of that'll hang out.
Aye.
Like it's like a fucking. They're
It's
giving,
weird, like.
it's like an afterbirth hanging out. it's
Nice.
it's like
Nah, no thanks.
saggy.
Mm.
Gotta see if I can grab some and see what they think. Yeah, because I'm not. Condoms, man, are just so fucking uncomfortable.
You never use them. How would you?
You
can?
didn't
I
use
know,
them,
because
so
it's
what difference
pointless.
would it
It's
make
just-
to you?
It's like strangling your cock, and it's just awful. Like it's fucking shit. So I'm gonna
Maybe get an adult size
Uh,
condom.
see the wee pinky ends you can get. For like,
No.
no, have you not seen them?
For micro penises.
No, yeah, it's for fingers. Like you get them in
Eh?
kitchens and that. Yeah,
Are you talking about latex gloves?
no, it's finger condoms. It's like literally like they come in. It's like a condom.
Well,
Kind
for
of-
what? Why would you need this?
If you got a cut and you put a plaster on, you put a wee finger condom on as well, or like a burn.
It's a finger cover. It's not a condom.
No, it is. It literally is
Sounds
kind of a
like-
condom before you roll
Sounds
it.
an awful lot like a latex glove to me.
Aye. It's a latex glove, but it's just a finger.
Aye.
Aye. But you still roll it down.
All right.
Like it's a condom, and then you just roll it down. It doesn't have the wee tip in it though.
Obviously.
Because it's not a
You pinch
condom.
the tip and then. A condom's not specified just because of the wee tip. Some of them are ribbed as well. But
Is he high?
I don't know what's wrong with him.
I've had like 3 hours sleep. So
Buzzing. You working tonight?
aye.
No,
Aye.
I'm not. Hey.
I'm off today. I'm gonna get fucking you. Ken was skied. Have you tried the Call of Duty Warzone yet? Like the new Battle Royale update?
Oh, I downloaded it last night. Couldn't I? Well, no, last night before I left for work. I never knew it was on. That's
It's actually quite good. We'll have a wee blast.
Is it Battle
after we've done this,
Royale
man.
like?
Aye. Some cunt went home not feeling well and closed mall. Now cunts are freaking out saying it's corona.
Coronavirus is at GBM.
You're gonna have to fucking quarantine yourself.
Just got a
for 2
text
weeks.
off of Kev here. Thursday at 12:03 p.m. 12th of March. Alright.
Ish.
I'm off the day. Some cunt went home not feeling well and closed molds. Now cunts are freaking saying it's the coronavirus. I'm self-isolating for 2 weeks.
I hope it is.
Ken the thing's what apparently best for it.
Alcohol.
See when you're in trimming, you've got the masks.
Aye.
It's them.
We've got new masks.
Obvious. See,
Proper respirator masks,
Aye.
not just a
So
dust mask.
So if shit kicks off, I'm taking mine for work, like the welding yin, and then I'm taking that.
Anyway, let's get off coronavirus. We keep
Aye.
talking about this fucking shit.
Aye, Call of Duty Warzone. It's fucking. It's actually quite
Is
good.
it?
Aye. You've got to squad up in threes, so it's handy if you've got like 2 pals with you, but you can randomly get into other folks' squads as well.
Right.
So you can, because you can ping stuff and shit like that.
Like Apex.
Aye. And if you like, you can buy your teammates back alive.
Oh no. No cunt's got to do that though.
But well, the first
Not
time
for
you
you.
die, you get into the gulag,
Mm.
and then you get like a 1v1, and if you win the 1v1, you can redeploy.
Oh, right.
Actually, I'll be fair. I'm not a fan of battle royales, but I'm enjoying this shit.
Keen.
Aye. I don't know if that's just because like I had the squad
Aye.
of 3 like last night.
Aye.
It was me, Hodge, and Kev.
It's
and
the games
it
like
was
that are
actually
always
good
better
fun,
when
like.
you have
Mm.
a squad
Aye.
and you're not just playing yourself.
Well, I said the same like Fallout 76. I was like, I think this would be alright if you had like
Yeah.
2 or 3s on
Yeah.
it, like just kind of kicking about and fucking about in that.
See other news. E3's been cancelled.
I seen that.
What the fuck's that?
And gaming news. It's like the big gaming conference every year where they show off like, this is our
Ele-
new console. These are the new
Electronic
games.
Entertainment
Oh,
Expo.
right.
Yeah, it's cancelled because all the big publishers.
What are
keep
they going
pulling
to
out.
do? They just have like a closed thing.
Well, all the main publishers have been pulling out anyway. I think the final straw was PlayStation said that they weren't going to show at E3 because they wanted to do their own thing for.
They've been doing that for a while though.
Yeah.
They've just
But
wanted
they're
like
showing
PlayStation
PS5.
Presents.
And they're showing PS5 this year. I think that was the nail in the coffin, and a lot of the
Aye.
other big devs were like, "We're just not doing it." So, and then I think coronavirus on top of it, they were like, "Fuck it," so it's cancelled. Rip.
It's a wee shame.
No other gaming news really though. We won't remember. I've not really looked.
I don't think so.
I mean, we've recorded Saturday. I've not really seen much.
yeah.
It's just been fucking coronavirus, man. Oh well, no, there was one bit of news I seen, and then actually, we'll fuck that bit of news first. Sibo, kind of, you were talking about your ma got a tree off the Queen.
Aye.
Aye, I said to Sibo, and he was like,
Sibo's still not seen your mum's fucking box, and he's on
Okay.
your Snapchat.
he was like, what the fuck's he talking about? I was like, I don't know, so whatever. He came in the next day and he's like, apparently, you just apply it to get one.
Oh, is it?
Apparently, like, the Queen's got this scheme where if
Oh,
you
lying
apply,
bitch.
she will send you a tree to plant. So Sibo says. I've not looked into it, but that's what he said.
Oh, right. I thought it was something to do with a caring thing.
Your mum's a lying cunt.
I know. Fuck
Dunno.
you, mum.
Don't know, but that's what I'm hearing. But
Get on yourself, Sibo, for exposing this lying harlot.
we'll get her on the podcast and call her a bitch.
We'll just stop Sibo hearing up them debate.
Aye, so other news. Good news, but
Not really.
Like, well, it's a shit thing, but it's good news.
Oh, Jesus.
Harvey Weinstein jailed for 23 years after his rape trial. Like, it was a
23
shitty thing.
They'll be dead in a week, man.
Aye. Well, they were trying to thingy for leniency, saying that he could die in 5. And from what I understand, the judge
hopefully.
was like, hopefully, 23 years it is. Boop. So, aye. He
I
got
like
found guilty in a trial in New York last month. What was it he got done for? It was...
He's still got other trials, though.
Aye.
That's just in New York. He's got them all
Right.
out of the bit. He's not even been to LA.
These
and
were the
that's where
first
he lived.
charges. These were the first charges to make it to trial. Weinstein still faces further criminal charges for rape and sexual assault in Los Angeles, where officials have started extradition proceedings. Hours after being sentenced, he was taken to Bellevue Hospital in Manhattan with chest pains. He had heart surgery after his conviction. Weinstein was found guilty of committing a first-degree criminal sexual act against production assistant Miriam Haley in 2006, and third-degree rape of aspiring actress Jessica Mann in 2013.
What's third degree?
I don't know.
They kind of agree to it, but they didn't.
I'm not sure. Like murder, what first degree is intentional.
Planned.
Yeah,
fucking-
premeditated, right? Third is like manslaughter and murder, where it's like accidental, but it's still kind of
What's
you did it.
second then?
You maybe didn't intend to kill them, but you were trying to hurt them quite severely.
Yeah. I think that
Whereas manslaughter's like,
accident.
mate, I fucking hit black ice and killed a guy with a car.
Aye.
There's none I could have done.
So I
to
don't
that.
know how you would translate that to rape. I'm just not sure.
Accidentally raped her. I mean,
tripped and it fell in.
Oh Jesus!
Like, I don't know.
could that be the degree? Like I don't know. Maybe he didn't penetrate. He was like jacking off in front of her.
I think it was
Maybe
kind
Or
of.
was like-
that's a
or
shit,
was
'cause
like
he was
touching
doing that,
her.
wasn't he? Aye.
Yeah, that was a thing he
That
done.
might be
I
it.
thought it was kind of bribing lassies, like if you want a
Aye,
career,
yeah.
like you're gonna.
I'll get you in this movie, but come on, we'll talk about it up in my hotel room.
Aye.
And then he'd just come out in like a robe wearing
Aye.
nothing, and you're like, oh, look at that small ass little fat man dick.
Aye. But he's 23 year and probably gonna die soon. So good news.
Why don't they
hopefully.
castrate them like rapists and child molesters?
Don't know,
like,
mate. Why don't they? Do you think you should?
I think they should. Well, you can chemically. Do
You
it.
can chemically.
Yeah, I
castrate
can.
as well.
Aye.
So why do they not just do that? Because then that fucks them right up for any future.
I don't see him getting a lot of action in prison.
No.
No, I know, but like
I think
if
jail will do
if
the
they-
job.
like,
Like, well,
if
no,
they
you'll
get
get
out-
plenty of action in prison, but it'll be in his bottle.
In his asshole.
what is it? The amount of times a guy's raped a lassie and then been in prison 3 years or whatever, and then
Aye.
back out.
This is like obviously a very high profile case, so it's an
Well, you
anomaly compared to
Aye.
the norm. But
He should be castrated. Like even guys who have just done it once and then
Huh?
castrate them. Fuck them. They've made that decision. Should suffer for it.
It's quite a fucking high moral
mate,
Fucking
that's a fucking
hill for you to
hard
stand
line,
on
that's
there.
a hard line stance. I respect
Aye.
it. I do, because you're usually pretty wish-washy
No.
on what you say.
Well,
Well,
I'm serious with that stuff and
Aye.
like child molesters and shit. Like fuck that.
just castrate.
See, I think they have the whole thing of like, it would have to be like video evidence or some
yeah.
shit. Because like there was cases where like they were like, he definitely did this,
Aye.
and then years later you're like, oh fuck, he definitely didn't do this.
Aye.
Yeah.
There's been a lot.
That's
of
why they had
cases
to
where-
get rid of like the
Aye.
To be
death
fair,
penalty
I
and
think
shit.
lassies
And
on
people-
the other
aye,
side,
that's what I
if
was gonna
lassies
say.
lie about being raped, I think they should get jailed. Like
Aye,
I think
for
they
sure.
should be serious. Because like say hypothetically,
Even after, because even after that, like
Aye.
that guy,
It changes your
that
life. doesn't it?
person,
Aye.
their life's ruined.
Aye.
It's
like
as
if
simple
you
as that.
if somebody accused you of rape and you had to stand up in court and it was 100% that you never did it, you'd gone back into your own tune and folk would still think you're a rapist.
Oh,
like,
Aye.
100%. Like that's mud sticks. And
Oh, you would fucking you would have to move away,
Aye.
Yeah.
and like if
Yeah.
I imagine there's probably a good number of folk that's happened to
Oh, aye.
would have an abnormal amount of like suicide because they're like
Aye.
I can't have folk thinking I did this. I can't live with this.
Why aren't they done? Because what
I think they are.
the most they'll be done for is what wasting police time.
No,
Maybe
I don't think
slander.
that- I think they changed it recently
Is it
because I
perverting
think
the court of justice or
That
something?
lassie said that
Is
she got
that-
raped in Portugal.
some lassie said and she got done. I'll just try and Google it. Falsely accusing of rape. We'll
You've
see.
got some search history.
Mate, it's get this
Fleshlights.
podcast.
Suppose a guy
Fal-
kicking your door. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
False allegations of rape and or domestic abuse. Here we go. Fuck off.
It's a kind of weird.
Jesus.
I think
this
it.
is-
I think it's a kind of weird thing though because like you didn't want to discourage folk from coming
No, you
forward.
didn't.
Aye.
That's definitely.
My-
That's. I think that's where you kind of have to be like.
My
I mean, it's not perfect, but this is the best we can do.
Yeah.
She said, if you get accused or anything like that, the police are going to do the hardest to try and do you, because they're not going to want to off-put other lassies coming in
Aye.
and saying like, because
Yeah.
if a lassie sees that a guy got away with it, even if he didn't do it, they're going to think, oh fuck, I don't want to step forward now, because if it comes out that I'm a liar when I'm not, that's going to fuck me off.
Aye. That's what I mean. Like, I think it's you. I think as a guy, you just have to accept that, like, Ken, what, this might ruin my life, but it's probably bringing a lot more folk forward and putting a lot more folk in jail. Like,
It's the fact you have dirty bastards who actually gone through and do it, and then
Aye.
it gives every guy a kind of bad name though, because there's always that
So-
danger for a lassie.
So
Like,
here we go. This is according to Wikipedia.
like a
but
guys never tell, like, oh, carry your keys in your hand,
Aye.
like when you're
Aye.
walking home and
Aye.
that. Like, I couldn't imagine that, man.
Nah.
right. So consequences of false accusations in the UK. This is off Wikipedia, but it's got to be the easiest one to find. Individuals suspected of making a false accusation of rape may be charged with the civil crime of wasting police time or the criminal charge of perverting the course of justice. Perverting the course of justice. Over a 5-year period ending in 2014, a total of 109 women were prosecuted for crimes related to making false accusations of rape. The report did not indicate the verdicts following prosecution. Another report identified 121 charging decisions involving allegations of false accusations of rape and 11 of false accusations of domestic violence and rape. So, perverting the course of justice or wasting police time.
But you get that for fuck all. You get that for, like, on a Saturday night, just shouting at somebody or whatever.
Well, that'd be disturbing the peace.
Well, aye, but...
breach of the peace.
Like...
But yeah.
If you park in front of a fucking
I get what
police van...
I get what you're saying.
A speed camera van, you get that.
Like I said...
You're saying it shouldn't be... It should be a much higher punishment.
Aye, they should be fucked, man.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, we're having... If you increase, like, the punishment for, like, women that lie, you then discourage other women that it did happen to if you're coming forward. So, like... You're sort of sitting at like a 50-50, like this is the best we can do.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like what you were saying
cut
earlier.
Losses here.
It's like what you were saying earlier, where you're like, "Oh, lassie gets told to like carry your keys,
or maybe take like a will, like don't wear anything too revealing."
I was thinking about
I
this.
can walk in.
That annoys me. That like.
No, but I was thinking about this. When was it? It was a wee while ago. I can't mind. And fucking, I was like, I can't imagine it because there'll be nights where I've been walking home like in Edinburgh or whatever like that, just gassed. Fucking whatever, just getting him. There've been lasses that have seen me and been like, shit, I need to watch you for that.
Yeah.
Like, when I've done nothing wrong, and I guarantee you, every guy listening to this, at some point in your life, you'll be walking him and some lassie's been like, I need to keep an eye on that cunt. It's just something you didn't need to think about as a guy. It's fucking mad, like, fuck that.
Well, that's what I mean, like, they say, like, oh, lassies, like, cover up and shit like that. But, like, I could walk in with, like, the fucking Borat G-string on, and it's just like, hey...
What?
A lassie can't do that.
It's mental, man.
Or like every cunt in the pub's got to be trying to grope her and shit. Like
that's their excuse in court. When it comes to court, the boy call you were wearing.
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
That's a bullshit
that is
thing.
No fucking excuse.
No.
On the other hand, like, what I think should happen? See, on the domestic abuse side, like, see if you're on like the sex offenders, is it not a thing where you've got to? If you're moving into an area, you've got to kind of tell.
If you're in the register, you've got to tell folk in your area.
Yeah.
So watch your wains, because I'm a wrong'un.
It should be the same for fucking like domestic abuse and that. If you get in a relationship, you should have to be like, I'm on a domestic abuse list, shit like that, and then you should have to disclose that. Get what I mean?
I get what you're saying now. I'm not saying anything because I don't know if that's the case or not right now.
I don't think it
is.
Think it is.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I mean, it's kind of different though, because they'll see it as like, well, if you're an adult, then you can make that decision to still fucking spend time with that person or be pals with them or get in a relationship with them. Whereas with being a pedo, Waynes didn't really have that option.
Aye, but you're not really telling the Waynes, you're telling the parents.
To be like, if you see that cunt in the park, get your fucking Waynes in the house or start throwing stuff at him.
Set the dog, get a big ass dog and set it on him.
No, but I think if you, like, even if you speaking to a lassie on Facebook, you should have to be like, right here, I'm fucking.
See, that's a completely different thing though, because
that's just being open and honest about
the internet is a totally different kettle of fish because you can pretend to be anybody on the internet.
But that should be illegal too, though.
That's a complete.
See the amount of
we're going to a very different area.
See the amount of fake
this
profiles
has gone somewhat askew.
Like my exes have made to fucking. If I've blocked them and they make a new fucking fake profile just to message me off, man, that should be illegal. Like,
well,
should be, man.
Maybe you should just not message other lassies when you're in a relationship.
I don't know. Like,
do you know? For about 10 minutes there, you really were not sounding like a total piece of shit. And then you totally fucked yourself in 10 seconds.
How?
See, when I'm trying to cheat on my missus, lassie shouldn't be able to bait me into that. That's what you just said.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying fucking, they shouldn't be allowed to make fake profiles.
Well,
like, no, I'm not saying to bait me in. I'm saying
like, for like trolling and shit.
Well, if I'm getting an abuse off like my ex, I block her. She's make a new fucking profile just to message me off. Just to give me more shit. I was like, well, that should be allowed.
The same argument gets made for folk like, obviously, particularly in regards to like the Caroline Flack shit and stuff like that,
Yeah,
where
trolling.
the abuse that folk get online, and they're like, the
It's
argument
because it's faceless.
yeah, the argument gets made that because you can make so many fake accounts, you're not. Yeah, you're faceless. Like, you're not held accountable for what you say online the same way you are. Like, if I went up to you at your work, like, say me and you still work together, I called you a fucking cunt, this, that, and the other, and you were an absolute cat and all that stuff, I'd get put up for it and be held accountable for what I said. But I could date on Facebook with, like, a fake profile or whatever, and nobody says fuck all. And everybody's like, we need to make this more accountable. Like, you need to...
You shouldn't be able to make it faceless, like anonymous. You should have to have a...
You've no way of monitoring that, though.
Well, there kind of is. Like, because they do it in South Korea.
Do they?
With games. Like, in South Korea, if you want an account for a game like League of Legends, big game, the game account is tied to your social security number. You can't log into South Korean League of Legends.
Korean League of Legends.
Without your social security number. It's a way
so
of, like, because it
national
monitors...
insurance number.
Yeah, well, yeah. Because it monitors, like, certain amount of time that you're on it and shit like that, and like you can only play this amount of time, and like your parents can control it and all that. So technically you could do it because it is being done now. Like, to be fair, it's just in games in one country. I'm sure other countries do it, but if you were to tie, instead of having an email address that you like a Hotmail or a fucking whatever,
a Gmail or
Gmail, if you had an email address, like a government issued email address that was tied to your national insurance number, and you had to use that for social media, and that was the only one you could have, you could do it that way. I'm sure, didn't get me wrong, I'm sure hackers and like, I'm sure they'd get around it, but for the vast majority of the population, that would be curtailed in a big way.
Think of the amount of cyberbullying it would stop too.
I mean, and if you're doing it that way, like you say, you get held accountable. Like if I go to your profile or whatever, or start cyberbullying some cunt, the police can show up then and be like, you can't do this. Like, you can take steps to sort that out. But doubt they'll do it because hassle, innit?
But the way
you can do it. It's
doable. Nowadays, man, it's just seeming to get worse. It's mostly on young folk, innit? The suicides for young folk is mostly based on.
Well, the thing is,
and
we kind of missed it. Because like mine, when we were growing up,
we were sending nudes.
It was people and shit like that, and like you still had to pay for the internet.
Nobody really made a fake account either. They just kind of.
It's because you had like we had routers where you had to pay for like, if you're on for an hour, it costs you this much. Shit like you can't download this because it costs too much. All that shit. So it was like a totally different thing.
Do you even care what a dial-up connection is, Banjo?
The AOL thing. And the thing was as well, it wasn't as accessible. Like, we weren't walking around with a phone. Like, when was iPhone? Like, what? 2008?
My
2009?
first phone was the end with it. It was like a brick, and then it had a wee flip down here and a big ass aerial.
But it didn't have internet on it. It didn't have Facebook. It didn't have.
You couldn't even text off it, man.
iPhone. The first iPhone thing that had Facebook and shit like that would have been what? The second one, third one, iPhone 3.
I think so.
You're talking what? 2010. Like nowadays, what? How old was a kid when they
BlackBerry was
longer than that? It must be like 15 years.
Aye,
I'd have said.
Well, we would be like 11.
Yeah,
well, I would have been like 11 then. But my point is, right? See, when we didn't have phones that could guarantee Facebook, YouTube, all that shit when we were like 8 onwards.
Aye.
For us, it was like, well, for me anyway, it was like what,
the big 14, ass computer with the
13, 14 when I had a phone that I could like do shit with. Maybe, I'm not sure. But now I don't know what age kids get phones at. And they can gan on Facebook from like the fucking age of...
I see wins in the co-op, they're like fucking 4 or 5 year old with a phone. Like if they can talk, they've got a phone.
And like, I don't know how many of them are going to be using Facebook, and obviously if you're 4 year old, you're not going to be cyberbullying folk, but it's not the point. The point is that you're more exposed to the technology, and there's more opportunities for you to be a cunt effectively.
It's got its advantages, but it's got a lot of disadvantages as well. Like the advantage is a lot more young folk are like a lot more tech savvy.
You can learn a lot.
Like if you, how many times is like your mum asked you, can you come and fix the internet, and you just turn it off and on again?
Yeah.
I mean, and stuff like that. Or like when you help your mum like get her tickets online when she's going on holiday and shit like that.
Yeah.
Imagine what like, say like your nieces are going to be like in like 15, 20 years. They'll be able to they'll be able to do like programming and shit.
That should be
to an extent.
Like literally at schools now. I think that should be required subject. Kind of like in first to fourth year, you have like, you've got to do a language and you've got to do English and you've got to do math. You should have to do some sort of computing-based course, like, and I'm not talking like, oh, this is how you use Microsoft Word. Like, you should need to do like software, or you should need to do something like that, networking. There should be a class.
Drop out algebra and shit, like.
No, you still need maths.
Nah,
maths comes
algebra and shit.
I've never used maths.
Condense it.
How'd you measure out your drugs, mate?
No, but condense it. Have you ever used algebra?
Yeah.
For what?
It's not about like, oh, I sit down and get a sum out, X equals this. It teaches you a way of thinking. That's the difference at school. Well, clearly. Clearly.
You're an exception to mace thinking.
See, this is what folk misunderstand.
The
about skills.
I don't see why I should have to get history.
The only thing that I remember for fucking maths is speed, time, and fucking distance. That's that wee triangle.
Distance equals speed
over time.
Equals
distance.
That's the only thing I remember, which I can work shit out, which is handy. And another thing, Ken, when you get the triangle and you know that, and you can work out that.
Pythagoras.
Aye. Fair enough with that. I can see that, but
you can't have to do that, do you?
I didn't get how to do it, but it would be handy if I did.
Think cos and tan on the calculator.
Aye, no, I didn't get it.
I know, but Andrew, what folk missed the point with this tilts the fuck at me when folk are like, I didn't use algebra. I've never used that. It's not the fuck. The point is, you're getting taught a way to think.
They should teach you how to write checks, fucking how to sort out fucking shit like that.
Sean.
Listen to me. You get taught. You cannot be taught every single thing in the world at school. It is not physically possible for the teachers to teach you every single part of every single piece of life.
Condense it.
Can you listen?
It's as condensed as it can be.
Instead, what they do is they teach your mind a way to think so that you can solve problem, understand, knowledge and understanding, understand the problem, and then they teach you the ability to be able to solve the problems. So that when you approach things in your life that you don't understand, it's not about, oh, because I know algebra, I can fix this fucking car. It's about, I can understand where the problem is, and I know how to approach a problem to be able to fix it. That's what they teach you at school. And it's not about necessarily, I read Romeo and Juliet, so now I can be a fucking doctor. No. It's about understanding
the
difficult
basis
text.
With, like, reading and shit.
Yeah, it's about understanding difficult
X
text.
and shit with B and fucking...
You're missing the point.
Like, what's the point in that?
I'm just telling you what the point is.
It's not directly...
I don't understand that.
Like, just tell
I
you
imagine there's not a lot of times in your life where you've went, fuck, I need to figure out how long this bit of a field is. It's a triangular field. That's not what he's saying.
Nobody's ever asked me, Jim has 16 apples and eats 7. How many does he have left? Nobody's ever approached me.
That's working out like general maths, but the whole fucking...
Have you seen that Vine? And it's like, David has 16 soaps. And the guy puts his hand up, he's like, why the fuck does fucking David have 15 soaps? And then the guy's just like, mind your business, Jamal! And he's sitting there with loads of bottles of fairy. Fucking crap.
No, at school they teach you how to think.
It's like different ways of working out a problem and getting around a problem.
That's what it is.
I don't know.
And then obviously...
That's why you have some folk that like a perfect... Well, maybe not a perfect example, but an example of that was like... Emma was talking to a guy, he was saying something about like, he was trying to fix his exhaust or something, and he went and got some zip ties for Wilco's. And then he was like, and I found out and I realised they were fucking too short. And Emma went, so you had to put two of them together, and he went, oh no, I just went and got bigger ones. It's shit like that. Like she straight away, she was like, well, you obviously just put two of them together. Yeah. Whereas he just went, I don't know how to put these together. This is too small. I'm gonna have to go and get it.
That's the way they approach it. And then you say things about like algebra and stuff like that. The reason they teach you those things is because there's going to be people that want to go on to do higher education. And this is the basis for higher education, so that you can go and be a doctor or a fucking English teacher or a writer or whatever the fuck it is you want to do. That's the basis to allow students who do want to go further. That's the fundamental of their education. But for everybody else, it just teaches you a way to think. Like if you leave at 16,
they didn't teach you
for
basic
other folk
life skills though.
I see what you're saying, and folks say, "Oh, you should teach me how to." Like in America, you should teach me how to do my taxis. And like,
I agree. There should be some extent of like civics and stuff.
There should be a life skill kind of class, like instead of PSE, where it was like
personal studies.
Yeah, it should be in there somewhere where it's like this is how you deal with this.
I would get rid of RE.
It shouldn't be required. I don't think.
Aye.
I'm not sure if it was required when I was at the school. You
Aye.
had to do it for
I
the
had
first
to
2
take
years.
RE because I was like, I didn't want to.
Yeah.
And
First
I'm
2
like,
years I
why?
had
And I'm
to
like,
do
because I'm not religious. I'm never going to use that. I understand already enough that folk have got different perspectives based on their religion and their culture.
Yeah.
It's down to them kind of.
But
Yeah.
I've got no interest in learning anything about that
Yeah.
religion.
Definitely shouldn't be required. Maybe like you can make an argument that it should be required in first year, just because not everybody's got to have that understanding at that age.
I totally.
So like maybe for first year you could say first year you have to do RE just so that you can
teach you the baseline.
yeah get you.
It definitely not first
No,
and second year.
aye.
I see third
Yeah.
and fourth year having it.
Like, I don't
You've
give
got
a
to do
fuck
RE.
what fucking-
Nah, I
Aye.
didn't
I
have
don't
to
give
do
a
fuck
fuck what
all.
Gandhi did in 1642, climbing up a mountain and shit. Like just
In
these-
1642.
I'm just fucking random.
Clearly,
I don't fucking.
It
know.
did not work. with you.
There's a wee interesting
Don't ask me
thing
who
for you.
Gandhi is.
No, Gandhi was really good friends with Hitler.
Is that right?
Aye. Before he started like the war, Gandhi wrote to Hitler and was like, "Please, my dearest friend, please do not do this," and tried to beg him not to start a war.
Alright.
There you go, man.
Not two folk
Bit
that you
of
put
history.
together. Off.
Do you like history? Clearly not. I remember the Pearl Harbor discussion we had.
I've got a. Why did the sperm cross the road?
Don't know.
Because I put the wrong socks on.
What about history made you? Mate.
How good's that though?
Oh, get out my fucking
We're
way.
talking about skill and history, but I just got a cum joke. Just, anyway. Nice segue, mate.
I'll come in my socks. That's
Cool.
right. Sound.
So anyway, what he's up to this weekend? No, no.
I'm working a weekend, mate. I'll be doing fuck. I'll probably sit here and play EU4. I'm literally like, after we're done, I think I'm probably just going to buy EU4 and download it.
Aye.
I want to get home and play that fucking COD now.
Too bad, mate. We're doing gameplay after
Yeah,
this.
Yeah.
We're doing gameplay. We'll have a go at it.
Do I have to do it?
Aye.
Aye, we'll have a game. We'll go for it, man.
Are we playing COD? I thought we were going to play fucking House Party.
Oh, fuck,
Oh, can you play it with a control? Oh no, you're playing it.
I'm playing House Party.
Aye,
Your guy back me up.
you're just got to tell them what the fuck to
'Cause
do because
Jesus.
you're a fucking
Aye, nice
idiot.
one. I like that.
I don't know how long we're at because we've done like this is split
This
into
is 4 or
bits.
5 cuts.
I think we're like what, an hour and 15 minutes in. If I
Something
take
like
a punt.
Aye.
Is there anything else you
we'll
want to
go about that.
discuss, mate?
Oh, remember I was talking about them things that you can't kill? I was on
roaches.
about that. It was like a wee... It was a wee thing they'd like blasted it with
Herpes.
radiation and froze it.
Aye, yeah.
Fucking it's called a tardigrade.
Cool. Didn't care then, didn't care now.
Well, it was really fucking annoying me for ages. I couldn't remember what it was. But I think that's about it, innit?
I had something to talk about. Was it yesterday? I thought about it. Can't remember what it was.
See, it'd be really handy if you'd take notes.
Good.
I know.
Just be like, I can talk about that.
What's your thoughts on?
Then he bring up
Don't like it.
coronavirus again.
No.
Didn't like it.
Have you seen the things where you insert
No.
it into a vagina and it's like a anti-rape fucking thing?
What?
It's like can that?
This is a question for lassies. I feel like half the conversation we had today is probably it would be really helpful to have a lassie's perspective.
Probably. I think in most of the conversations we had, it'd be very helpful. If you're a
I'd
lassie
probably
listening,
watch my tongue more.
if you're a lassie listening and you want to come on, give us a shout. Because we have been talking about getting guests on.
Yeah.
If you're a guest in general and you think you're interested, maybe, I don't know.
Don't
Not-
even have
not
to think
even
you're
if you're
interested,
interested.
man. We'll just
Somebody
talk
talk
some
about
shit
it.
and you can
Aye.
maybe tell us to shut the fuck up because
Aye.
we're just wrong.
But I think having a lassie on would definitely, it would give us a perspective
Aye.
that we didn't have.
Well, ken this femdom.
What'd you call it? A femidom?
Femdom.
Femidom.
Aye.
Aye,
It's the same concept of that, but it's kind of like
Fomdom.
Fomdom. I'll call it that. Fomdom.
Femidom.
So it's the same concept of that, but it's like hard plastic, and they kind of put it inside them. Lassies put it inside them, but it's got barbs in it,
See, that's so fucked up that that's a thing.
so you can put your
Do you know
dick
what?
in.
Ken, what
but you can't
lassies?
It's
pull it
called-
out.
aye.
Aye.
Ken, what you need...
Why would you want it to be not able to be pulled out?
Because then they're fucked.
No,
If
but
they
well,
yank
it'll pull the thing in them out.
Aye.
But that'll stay on them barbed, so they'd have to get to hospital.
Oh,
or not.
right, yeah, I'm with you. I
That's-
thought you meant that,
see,
like, it was just
These are
trapped.
joined together.
Yeah,
That's
I was like,
like
whoa.
a Chinese finger trap. Well, that's us for the night.
See, that's
Just wait while I phone the police.
that is so fucked up that that's the fucking thing, though, isn't it?
is
It's
mental.
good though, but imagine if a lassie took you home and she's drunk and forgets it.
Aye, she is not forgetting that there is a fucking penis-sized container inside her.
Don't know, like.
nae lassies that may
The
stay
amount of
us gamly.
lassies have forgot they've had a tampon in.
Oh, mate.
That's
It's a thing.
that's the end of the podcast.
No,
this week.
what's your
That's-
thoughts on that? Good, bad?
Well, lassies that forget they've got a tampon.
No,
in.
lassies. What?
Not ideal.
The thoughts that they barbed cock straps.
Right. I'm with Deke. It's fucked up that we need to have that.
Aye,
but
we shouldn't be
it's
able to.
it's a good thing, I
Aye.
guess.
Because if you get at the hospital, you get this fucking thing off.
Rapist.
Boop. You
No.
gotta leave that on for you, but just take a seat.
That's the idea.
Pull
You
this
just
rock in.
ken there's somebody somewhere has done that to their pals on like a stag do and just put one of them on them and being
Oh.
like, "Hi, he's a rapist. You better phone the police."
And he would have
Can
to
you not
get-
just put it off? Like, how would you get it off?
Well,
Can you not just cut it
it's
off?
no, it's like a trap.
You tough to
You
like
trap animals with that kind of same concept.
Aye.
but
Aye,
it's
no, I
not-
get the concept, but
you
what I'm
tough to
saying,
be
if it's
able-
just a bit of
you tough
plastic,
to
would
be
you not
able
be
to,
able to
like-
just cut it off?
You'd have to be able to push
Aye,
something
but
on the inside of it to push the barbs back up
Yeah.
and then slide it off. I don't know. I've never had you on. I'll be honest.
I'm not a rapist. I don't
I'm
know
not
how they
planning on ever wearing you.
Mm.
work. Ah, cool.
Whoever invented that, I think's fucking champ.
Shout out
Aye.
to you.
That's we need a lassie's perspective on that
Aye.
because I'm like, well, I can't really picture having to do that. Like
Banjo,
for that to be a
you're
thing
going out
is
this
so
weekend,
fucked up.
right? Get
Aye.
you in and stick it up your arse and let us get know you're getting on. Just in case you get raped.
That's a good idea.
Aye, and let us ken if you forget it's there.
Banjo guys to have a shit.
Comes out fucking rippled. No, I think it's a good idea. But give me cheese slicer on it.
Right, no, we're calling it.
Oh, that's
Right.
us.
Outro, man. Dickhead.
Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and that. Have a lovely evening.
Shite bag if you didn't.
My fucking entry was well.
Shite
good.
bag if
You're
you
coming-
didn't.
You're coming out with that.
Mate, your intro was shit.
The intro was well good. You just
Your
said it
intro was you
good.
going, "I'm a junkie." that was your intro.
I didn't think use a recording. I thought it was room tone.
Getting left in. Right.
Anyway,
Thank
if
you.
you like what we're doing, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Tell a friend.
Please
And
get a
you
lassie
can
on.
let us ken about any problems you've got for Banjo.
Something Haggis.
Oh, fuck, I
Something
forgot.
Haggis. At
I actually totally
gmail.com.
forgot. Bort had sent us an email,
Fuck.
but
We'll cover it.
We'll cover it now. Fuck
no,
it.
we'll do it next week. It's fine.
Nah, fuck it. I wanna
We're
hear
here
it.
now.
What?
It-
That was a
it-
shite outro. Cancel that outro. That was shite.
He just
Right.
wanted to get your thoughts on different bits of Chinese culture. So
No, let's
we can
end it here.
we'll get it next
I'll
week.
put him a notes, Bort. Sorry, pal.
Sorry, Bort. Oh,
Love
by
you.
the way, congratulations, Bert. He's having a wee lassie.
Eh?
By the way,
Aye. He's having a wee babby.
Bort or Bet?
Bort.
Is it
Bort
the
and
same-
Bert are the same person.
Are they?
Aye. He got the name Bort because his dad said he should have been aborted. So,
Aye.
Oh.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.